Instead of answering a question about solution-focused therapy specifically today, I'm gonna answer a more broad question. So many people are sending me direct messages and responding on social media about like how I'm staying positive and how I'm staying like myself during this kind of weird lockdown COVID-19 scenario. And I was thinking about that, like as people ask me this, because I know people are looking for strands of hope and things to cling on to, and I was just thinking about that a lot. And I remember thinking, the moment my life changed, like I'm lucky enough to remember, like literally the moment my complete life changed. And it happened when I was in college. I was about 18 years old, and I was in college. I was dating a girl named Erin. Hi, Erin, if you're watching this. Hope you're having a good time in life. But I was dating this girl named Erin at the time. I was 18 in college, University of Massachusetts at Dartmouth is where I was going. And I had just met this girl, and I was super excited, like kind of a new relationship. And you know, those college relationships, and really all you do is like walk each other to class and walk each other to the cafeteria and that sort of thing. And I'd gone over to her dorm room. We were gonna meet there and then go to the cafeteria to have dinner. So I walked over to her dorm room, and she was not ready. So she takes me into her room, and I sit on the bed, and then she leaves the room to go finish getting dressed, like in the bathroom or put her makeup on, whatever. So I'm just sitting there bored and looking around her room. Now it's important for you to know that during this time in my life, I was about as depressed and anxious as I could possibly be, and I was really close to suicide. Like I was so down and so depressed and so angst, and it all came from the relationship I had with my father and the abuse I sustained. And just to make a really long story very short, I've always hoped that when I got to college it would all end, but when my father continued to torment me when I was in college, I felt like there was no hope and decided ending my life was the best option. So, I mean, she didn't know that. Nobody knew that. It was just going on in my head. So I'm sitting on the bed, waiting on this girl to, finish getting dressed, put her makeup on, whatever she was doing. And I'm looking around her room, and I see a poster on the wall. And I mean, believe it or not, I got to 18 years old, and I had never seen the poem Footprints. So I see this poster on the wall of Footprints, and just because I'm bored, right? There's no social media back then. This is in 1994, about 95 probably. There's no social media, there's no like iPhone for me to entertain myself while she's finishing getting dressed. So I start reading the poster, and I'm just kind of reading the poster out of boredom. And I get to the end, and the end statement, when the poem ends with, it was me who was carrying you during those hard times. I remember feeling this unbelievable sense of hope. I remember feeling like in hard times, maybe there's a higher power watching over me. Now, I'm not trying to say like you need religion right now to be resilient or to deal with these hard times, but what I am saying is you have to find a place to find hope, and that poem was my place. To this very day, I don't go anywhere without being able to put my hands on the poem Footprints. I have it on a bookmark on my desk. I have it here, I'm gonna show you. I told my grandmother that story, and she gave me that as a gift before she passed. But I always have Footprints somewhere near me because it means so much to me. And I hope that you guys find a way to have hope and know that you're not alone in difficult times. It saved my life, and I know it can make a difference for you.